midweek fixture of the Premier League. Thursday fixture of the Premier League. Chelsea is hosting Everton. After surviving against Leeds United in the Premier League on Stamford Bridge last weekend, I don't see why Chelsea shouldn't beat Everton in the bridge. What's up, guys? Welcome to Achilles Sports. If you are new, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell. Chelsea have set higher standard for themselves in this competition because they are fighting for the title this season. And in fighting for this title, we are placed third in the league table, 2 points below the table leaders, Manchester City, which means that this match against Everton is yet another important match to win, and it's a must win for that matter. Everton have had an embarrassing moment in the Premier League, and they have run 6 games without win so far in the league, which means that Chelsea is going to take over this game, owning possession and also winning this game. And if you don't take time, this history is going to repeat itself. Chelsea is not just going to beat them because of their embarrassing moment in the Premier League. They are also having a bad moment against Chelsea in Stamford Bridge, because for about 26 games played in the league at home in Stamford Bridge against Everton. Don't forget, Everton too have been able to win 3 out of their 5 league games against Chelsea, but all of them comes from Everton home, that is the Goodison Park. Now both teams have injury issues. Chelsea are going into this game without Kante, without Chalobah, without Ben Chilwell, and Everton has also had a lot of injury, which led to their bad moment in the Premier League. Their lone striker, who is very good and a fantastic footballer for Everton for the past 2 seasons or 3 seasons or so, have not been involved for quite a long time. And this English international is a striker who has been bailing Everton out for quite a number of time, and it's been very bad moment for Raphinha Benitez, because this bad run he's having now as a coach, he only had that in Liverpool, and that was very long time ago, and it's very worrying for him. If Calvert-Lewin is not back, then it's going to be very tough for Everton this season, and they are currently on the 14th of the league table, which is very unprecedented and very worrying moment for fans. Premier League, as we said, is full of surprises. Maybe this could just be their time to get back to the league, but I don't see this coming, because this is must-win game for Chelsea, and Chelsea is not here to joke about it. A higher standard set and a higher returns needed for Thomas Tuchel, and a lot of expectation he wants from his players. Chelsea as a team is very good moving forward, with or without some players, and we've seen Chelsea doing it without our main players, and this time round we are expected to do the same thing. Everton, after beating Liverpool in 1984 and 1985 season, they are winless against the reigning European champions, and Chelsea were able to beat them 3 games in a row during 2012-2013 season when they took the Champions League. And don't forget, Raphinha Benitez is one of Blues' own. No former manager of the Blues has been able to visit the Stamford Bridge and had consecutive win in the bridge. And Raphinha Benitez is a victim of such nature. For all teams to have played 1 or more Premier League games on Thursday, Chelsea are leading with a lot of wins, with about 7 wins out of 11 games played on Thursdays. Chelsea have the upper hand to win this game at this fixture. Let me take you through my prediction lineup for Chelsea in this coming match on Thursday. Edouard Mendy as a goalkeeper will be on post for me, because he has proven it one way or the other that he deserved the first spot of the goal post. Thiago Silva, Rudiger and Christensen on the back 3, Reece James on the right wing back, and Marcus Alonso on the left wing back. Now Jorginho and Loftus-Cheek will battle it through for Chelsea on Thursday in the midfield, as they did against Leeds United, which was very intensive game for Chelsea. And believe it or not, Rudiger deserved to be one of the best defenders in the world, considering the fact that he was able to concede 2 penalties for Chelsea in the game against Leeds United. And Jorginho is a phenomenal penalty taker, no doubt about that. This guy took on his feet be able to convert 2 penalties in the same match. What an amazing player he is. He has his way out in penalties, and keepers are yet to find out what magic Jorginho is actually doing when it comes to penalties. Aside from his controlling of tempo of the game and one touches he always does, he's one of the best penalty takers we can think of currently in the world of football, no doubt. And if you dispute that, prove me wrong. I would like to see Mount in this lineup, because Mount is a magic player of Chelsea. For the past 3 Premier League he has involved himself, he has been able to score goals throughout these 3. And if he is able to net against Everton, will means that he will be the first youngest Chelsea player, to net 4 consecutive times in Premier League. And he has been improving each match and each day that he deserved to be in the starting lineup. Kai was able to battle it out in the last game through played 90 minutes. His movement and creativity is absolutely amazing. But this time round, they will compact themselves in the defensive area and midfield. And it's going to be difficult. So we need players like Kai, who has an amazing movement, who can open spaces for Chelsea to net goals. Ziyech is a player. He's an amazing player. He's a fantastic footballer, and his movement off the ball and on the ball is absolutely amazing. And I would love to see him there, but then it is very difficult to choose your lineup. Hudson-Odoi, who didn't actually get enough playing time last match, needs to start this match, because we need the pressure, we need his creativity, we need his dribbling, the way he holds balls, he runs with balls. We need it to create chances for Chelsea to score goals, because Everton, as it stands, they know they will not be able to win this match, but getting a point in Stamford Bridge will mean a lot to them. So they will be compact, and using player like Hudson-Odoi will give us that space to net goals against Everton on Thursday. I would like Christian Pulisic to be in this lineup, but then one thing you should understand is he has since coming back from injury. He hasn't got his feet yet. He will come on later in the game to change the game for Chelsea, and I know when he comes in, he will net for Chelsea, because Christian Pulisic coming in on games like this will change the face of the game and will always perform better. I see him performing well in coming on during the game than starting. Now we are going to talk about the man himself, the man at the moment, the man who can't wait to start scoring. Romelu Lukaku. This guy can't stop to amaze me. To be frank, he's a blue, and he's a true blue. He loves to be in Stamford Bridge, and he will do it for Chelsea. Just a matter of time. He's going to do it again, and he will do it perfectly for Chelsea. And don't forget, he's a former player of Everton. Not only a former player, he is also the highest scoring player in Everton. And Everton fans and club will not forget about that. He's been able to net 68 goals for Everton. I would love to see him play against them this time, even though he has been able to net only once out of the 5 games he played against his former team. He needs to create history for himself, and I know he can do it. He's capable of doing more than that. Thursday is going to be all buzzing for Chelsea fans. Thursday is going to be all buzzing in the bridge. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and like and share the video.